Okay, so the other day I made a quick video on Doom, the Revelations. Yeah, game, kind of the definition of artificial difficulty because they nerfed the shit out of your shield. And they want you to learn the spear bullshit. The spear sucks, by the way. I mean, it's good, but it's clunky as hell to control. And I'm not the only one who said that. Even that Mortis dude said it. Mortis Mall Gaming. So it's clunky. The shield's better. The whole premise of the game is, or was, stand and fight. You're a tank. But now you're not. Now you're playing half-assed Doom Eternal and Doom the Dark Ages. All the enemies are pretty much the same. There's a guy who rolls around on skates with a big shield. That's cool. The Archvile is a lot better than in Doom Eternal. He actually feels like a threat, so that's cool. And then there's a couple shadow enemies, but all in all, the difficulty stems from the fact that your shield is nerfed into the fucking ground. And, yeah, it's kind of bullshit. I don't like it. I love Doom the Dark Ages because of the more gritty style. And don't get me wrong, I'll play Doom Eternal all day. You know, once I get into it, I'll play it for a while. But yeah, the Revelations tries to be Doom Eternal, tries to be Doom the Dark Ages. To me, like I said, it's the definition of artificial difficulty because the shield's nerfed into the ground. You don't have all your rune strength, and then it's just the durability isn't quite as good either, and it wasn't that great to begin with. So yeah, they kind of force you to try to use the spear. The parry times are different. They're worse. And then, like I said, trying to... Maybe it's just because I'm old, you know? Maybe 33 is too old to learn new shit in video games where you have to click a bunch of buttons. Well, that, and I'm like, you know, I play video games casually, but still, yeah, it just feels like they don't know what the fuck they wanted to do. You can't use the spear in your right hand and the shield in your left hand, because that would actually be fucking cool, and you can't do that. Doom is very... Well, Doom Eternal and Doom or Revelations are very particular in what they allow you to do to be cool, to have fun in their fun zone. Whereas Doom 2016 was just like, here's a bunch of guns, go kill shit however you want. Here's the different runes that actually change how you play the game. Do what you want. And the other two games haven't done that. They forced you to play a particular way. Doom Dark Ages originally kind of eased up on that a little bit. And they doubled down. They went back to how it was for Eternal, where they're trying to force you to play a particular way. And personally, I think it's shit. I've gotten, I would say, about halfway through. I have completed all of the keys that one dude wants you to get. And then I'm at the Marok boss fight, which is kind of bullshit because the orbital lasers in the third phase. Like, I feel like I'm playing like Elden Ring almost. So I don't know how they keep making the boss fights worse every iteration of these games, because 2016 had the best boss fights. It had the three best boss fights in the series. If you liked fighting the Con Maker and the aspect of sin, Icon of Sin, in Doom Eternal, I don't believe you. So the boss fights keep getting worse every iteration. And now you gotta play, like I said, like a half-assed version of Doom Eternal in Doom the Dark Ages. So I don't like that. They should unnerf the shield. And yeah, that'd be cool. Also, they didn't do anything for the Slayer. They didn't change anything up with him. You can have 225 health now and, what, 175 armor? It doesn't matter. You have to have, like, 2 keys to get those, but, I mean, you can do it. But, I guess you get the Praetor suit, which I thought that Doom the Dark Ages was a prequel to Doom Eternal. I thought it took place in between after the robot guy puts you in the crypt at the end of the first one. I thought it was going to explain how Doom Guy got his spaceship, but that is not the case. This is a prequel to 2016, and the more I play of these games, the more I just want to go back and play Doom 2016. Unfortunately, I found out one of the people that Xbox fired from id was actually Marty, and I think that was stupid because he made the best of the 3 games. Yeah, Doom 2016 is the best of the 3 Doom games, and in my opinion, it's not particularly close. I know the Zoomer crowds love the dopamine fry, but like Doom 2016 is like the peak of boomer shooter. And as somebody who grew up playing Quake and Quake 2 on the N64, the superior version, and then Quake 3 Arena and Half-Life, etc., etc. Oh, and Blood kicked my ass, but Blood, Doom 2016 is like peak boomer shooter, and it's all been downhill from there. Not that I dislike Doom Eternal or Doom Dark Ages. I do quite rather dislike Revelations, the DLC. It's just kind of mid. Although the Archvile's cool. I like the Archvile. It feels like a legitimate boss fight. Like when he shows up, you go, oh shit. And then it's all about the Archvile. Although I don't like the way he zips around the arena, which wouldn't be a problem except for the fact that the arenas are huge. I'm not a fan of that. It can be a little difficult because then you're getting spammed with a bunch of enemies. The way I'm playing the game, by the way, 300% enemy damage. I'm playing it just like I play the Dark Ages, except I turned my weapon damage down. Normally when I play Dark Ages, I play with 300% enemy damage, and I'll bump up the Slayer damage to 200% because they nerfed all the guns. Okay, so I like the shotgun to feel like it did at launch. But then I play with maximum enemy aggression, max projectile speed, and I crank the parry window down to the lowest setting. So I have modified the settings. But I beat Dark Ages on Nightmare difficulty the first time through. So I thought, it was kind of easy. Revelations is probably not going to be much more difficult, so I'll just modify it a little bit. But I have my weapon damage at the base 100%, okay? Because I wanted the true experience in that regard. But I do like it when the enemies hit a bit harder. So, yeah, I guess that might be why it's a little more, but yeah, the shield nerf sucks. I don't like that, and I don't like the spear at all. I think they need to switch it so you can use the spear in your right hand. That would be pretty cool. But I really just want id to make a melee Quake game. But whatever. They keep teasing it, and I don't like that. So no, I don't like this DLC for Doom. But I mean, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna beat it because I spent $20 on it. I still think Doom Dark Ages is the second best of the 3 modern Doom games, and then 2016 is the best one. And I don't care what anybody else says. It's the best one. But yeah, that's the review, I guess. It's mid. It's like a 6 out of 10. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I like the Archvile. That's about it.